Welcome to Daytona at Sandown Park Racecourse. My name is Johnny and you join me this evening for a 20-minute race. Just waiting for the lights to change and away we go. 34 drivers in this session and this is the largest grid I've taken part in. Okay, off to a bumpy start with kart 3 Pawel. But look, already gained a place as we take turn 1. Everyone keeping nice and neat. But Rob in kart 26 comes up on the outside and completely spooks me and I spin out. I count around 12 karts past before I'm able to safely rejoin. Yep, I'll blame this one to being overconfident. I did fairly well in qualifying and have let that success go to my head a bit, spinning out as a result. Yep, my hand gesture there says it all. But let me put that incident immediately behind me as my only focus now is to at least regain my starting position. Eyes forward, try not to dwell. You don't want a little spin like that to influence the rest of your session. Already managing to catch up some karts as we approach lap 2. Whoops, a little bump as I misjudged the speed of the kart ahead. For a little bit of background, it's been around 2 years since I last raced outdoor petrol karts, passing Evie in kart 21, as I've been using indoor electric versions. Yellow flag, which lets me off from taking that turn at maximum speed, as the memory of my little spin is still fresh. I can see some traffic up ahead, which will hopefully give me a chance to regain some positions. Struggling with this turn 4, which I need to work on. Okay, heading along the back straight. Do I have enough to make a pass? No, not quite enough to make a move on kart 22 as we take turn 6. Last turn before the main straight and onto lap 4. Once again though, a yellow flag. Noticed on this session that a lot of drivers seem to still be driving at considerable speed through the yellows, which is costing me as I'm slowing down, as I kind of want to respect the marshals and any incident ahead that I might not be able to see. Let me see if I can make these next couple of corners nice and short. A skirmish up ahead is about to gift me 2 positions. Thank you very much. I bided my time and kept patient. And with that comes the payoff. Coming up on SAUD in kart 27 as we take the back straight. Plenty of speed this time, which will allow me to take position. Yes, slipped by as I take turn 6. Once again though, a yellow flag as I slam on the brakes, as does SAUD behind. Just about. Another couple of positions, one back. Passing my friend Martyn in kart 16 here. I give him a little nod. What I did eventually learn on this session is typically the yellow flag will relate to a section of the circuit as opposed to a session at my local indoor track where a yellow applies to every car regardless of where they are to the incident. And with that in mind, I slam back on the power. So far I've managed to regain 8 positions. Knowing this of course is the benefit of hindsight. In the actual session I'm frantically trying to climb back up the grid and kind of clueless to how many karts I pass, which should now be 9 as we pass Rosie in kart 17. Being aware of kart positions on track is something I need to work on improving, but in this session, outdoors plus petrol karts and a huge grid, I'm just trying to survive. Lap 10 as I take the grid straight down to turn 1. I've been trying to go flat out here but started to realise there is a tiniest amount of lift required just before the apex. Getting close to car 15. Going to have to bide my time and see if there's opportunity at the next corner to make a move. Yeah, I get on the inside and manage to take them on the outside of turn 5. Well, the positions are mounting up, which shouldn't come as a surprise. I would imagine most of the drivers tonight visit the track infrequently, where I've been karting at least once a month for the last year or so, albeit on an indoor circuit. Nonetheless, this track is still pretty alien to me. Another easy pass as I fly by kart 27. That may be my first back marker of the session. And as I try to pass Evie in kart 21, I almost come undone as I get jammed in between the kart and tyre wall. SAUD coming in close on the inside, but no bother, as not only do I make a position past Evie, but also steam past kart 30, 16, and then as I approach turn 5, too quick for you in kart 35. Incoming is blue in kart 31. Going to try and figure out their ability in the next couple of turns as we approach the grid straight. Once again, came in a bit hot as we approach lap 14. Passing Mauritius as I target in on blue. Yeah, they braked a little there, which also spooked me, slightly making me lift off. Turn 2 approaches. I take a tighter line, which places me in a better position to simply swoop past. Almost too easy. Not too many laps left in this race, so I will reduce how much I edit the footage, just to see how the session plays out. Kart 6 and 15 going side by side, so I will exercise caution. At this point, I don't want to get caught up in a tussle moments from the finish. Yeah, there goes kart 15. Going way too wide on that last turn before the straight. But I do have decent momentum. But just as I'm about to make another pass, a yellow flag as we approach turn 1. Again, I probably slow down too much, but I'm wary of what's happened on the other side of this corner. Nothing so far, yellow board still flashing though. Ah, there we are. Don't know who that is, but they looked completely beached on that corner. Shame, just as the race is drawing to a close. Still a few karts up ahead. Is there any chance for me to gain just one more place? Not with kart 30, as we've already lapped them. And as I turn onto corners 6 and 7 for the last time, we have another yellow. 2 karts have collided. Don't know who they are, but it's a good chance that I've already lapped them. And on lap 21, that's a checkered flag, race over. So, conclusions. Well, this is what's known as an arrive and drive session. Even though you may have a few seasoned karters, the majority are here for fun, which means that most of the grid are inexperienced, hence lots of yellow flags. I won't be too critical as I did spin out on turn 1, as did that guy. My karting sessions over the last year have been at Team Sport Members Night. There's seldom a yellow flag, which means the grid really get into a good flow. You get to see the same members from week to week, chat about technique and ultimately become faster. After this session, a staff member suggested I try out the Thursday Night League, which isn't a members night but a chance to race with drivers who take the competition aspect a little more seriously. In this session I qualified 10th out of 34 drivers and finished 14th. My spin did cost me, nonetheless racing back out on a larger circuit with a huge grid and in petrol karts is a completely unique experience. Thank you for watching and look forward to seeing you next time on track.